Doomies, welcome back to another episode of the TastyDoom podcast. Without further ado, let's jump into another episode. At last we left off. You guys had defeated the skin of the red dragon, Kovdar, bringing his rage radiant damage and smiting this creature and sending it off the cliff. It lands with a thud next to Chiron. As he tries to get back up, you guys, trying to make sure that your friend is alive, holler for him. Unfortunately, you did not know of the creatures that were crawling through the sea of undead bodies, 3 of which show up. He is able to move away and hide from the creatures as they begin to slowly make their way back. You guys, deciding it better not to yell out as you have seen the movement down in this giant cavern. You guys can see the movement of these things. Thinking better, you guys go ahead and take your pythons and your climbing gear and try to scale down the side of this 300-foot cliff. Ivan, you manage to make it at the end of the rope. No issues whatsoever. You hammer in the last python, and instead of crying out for your friend, you give him a signal by pulling on the rope 3 times. Kovdar, taking the signal as it's your turn to make the move down. You undo the rope from the python and start your descent. Unfortunately, a rock slips out from underneath of you, and you start to slide off. You try one desperate time to try to grab the ledge to keep from falling, but your hands come free, and you free fall. You can feel the slight tug of a python that was in the wall before it gives away with a metallic ping, and you are once again in free fall. Ivan, hearing the python give away from the sheer weight of Kovdar, you instinctively grab onto the cliff for dear life, knowing that he's going to try to pull you down. But you fail. You are ripped from the wall and are in free fall also. Chiron, you see what is going on, and you desperately try to think of what to do. Seeing the dead skin of a red dragon, you grab a section of it and pull it tight. The weight of the dragon itself to be the other side of the anchor. You pull it tight and happen to catch Kovdar while he falls. But unfortunately, as you try to re-pull the skin and move it over to catch Ivan, he misses and splatters on the stone floor in front of you. With the realization that you have lost a friend, you instinctively remember that he can resurrect. And unfortunately for you, it's a fireball. You try to guard yourself, but as the phoenix erupts from the dead body of Ivan, you can hear the echo come through the chamber and the area become bright as you can see just nothing but just hills and hills of dead bodies. Ivan, being resurrected, starts to stand up, knowing and realization of what trouble you are in now, and hearing the distant roar and chatter of these creatures that have already tried to come and find you. Chiron, seeing and feeling the singed hair along your body, you rush over to Ivan, and seeing a potion laying next to him, you just pick it up and jam it into his chest. You try to reach for him, but Ivan stands up too quickly, drinking the potion as it is pitch black. You're still partially blinded from just the sheer amount of light that came from the resurrecting body of Ivan. You guys can hear a horde of these creatures coming after you. You each dash quickly, trying to find an escape, trying to get over these piles of undead bodies, but you eventually just have to dig in and bury yourselves. As these creatures begin to start searching for you, you guys try to make a break for it. Using a bottle of oil and a torch, you make a wall of fire in front of you. The creatures are undeterred, and you turn, taking Ivan with you, and run. But unfortunately, you trip halfway through, sending Ivan flying in another direction. You manage to fall into a small cubby, so you pull these bodies and these corpses down over you, trying to bury yourself the best that you can. Ivan, seeing that he has buried himself and you guys are not going to be able to make it away from these creatures, you also do the same, pulling a half of a body over the top of you, almost able to fit inside of this thing. You become completely invisible to these creatures. But unfortunately for Chiron, they find him and they rip him limb from limb, as you can hear the wet slaps of Chiron's body being dismembered. Ivan and Kovdar, you guys wait a while, the creatures becoming either frustrated or happy with what they have caught. They eventually move away from you. What do you wish to do?
I know the general direction they ran in, right?
Yeah, you would have seen us run off.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm going to quietly climb out from my hiding spot and try to find my hooded lantern that I dropped.
Okay. You do find it still burning, kind of over by the dragon body where you had fallen. You reach down and pick it up. What do you want to do?
I'm going to slowly go in the direction they ran to try and find them.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
14.
I'm pretty sure your stealth was like a 21. Like, it was high. Do you wish to uncover yourself at this point?
What are the odds Kovdar sounds like one of the monsters?
Good. You do see a little bit of light coming your way.
Okay. If I do see a little bit of light that looks familiar, like Kovadar's light, I will uncover myself for sure.
Okay. So you're uncertain if it's Kovdar's light, but you do know a light source is moving towards you.
Is there any other light source?
You are pretty much the main light source for everyone.
He knows he had a lantern, though.
I mean, light can't be that bad.
I mean, yeah, you do know that Kovdar did have a lantern. He had it lit when he started over the edge of the cliff.
Yeah. I will maybe try to peek around and investigate a little bit of the light.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about a check here. So Kovdar, you do see one of the bodies actually moving. It is a dead body, and it looks like it's animating.
It looks like a body's coming to life.
Yes, it does.
Hold on. He murders you. With divine strike. Divine smite.
But you do know that the best way that they could have gotten away, you know what, actually, as you come off the top of the mound and start to descend the other side, you can see a massive blood spot. And the lower part of a centaur. That is all you see.
They didn't even take the horse part?
There's a dead horse here.
You can
Just
tell
a regular horse.
You can tell that it did have like a human upper portion.
Did they take any of the,
stepped
the saddle
on these
stuff?
balls before.
Or not saddle stuff, but like the bags?
No, everything is still there. You recognize
I
it.
know it's Chiron.
You recognize it as Chiron's body.
I hold back the urge to yell out, and I wait, ready to attack if that is an undead.
Okay. Do you wish to peek?
I peek.
Okay. You pull back. Kovdar, you actually see this undead arm reach up and grab the back of the head and actually peel it off. You can see it's Ivan, and you can see that it's Kovdar.
Kovdar.
What happened?
Worse. Yeah. Unfortunately, our friend is dead. He was found, and I couldn't do anything to save him.
We need to leave.
But how?
We can try to climb.
Does it look possible?
From what you guys have experienced, you guys think it's not a very good idea to try to climb back up that. I would like both of you to roll me a perception check.
That's exactly what you need, is to climb the wall,
That
fall
way-
off, and die again, causing another explosion.
Dirty 20.
11.
Okay. So, Ivan, you're still panicked over what you have heard and what had happened to Chiron. Kovdar, you steel yourself against the situation. You actively look around, looking back up the cliff, looking any direction that you can with any sort of light to see if there might be another way out. You hear a metallic sound of a gate being shut. It is coming from where the blue light is at. You squint your eyes to the distance, and you can swear that you see a movement coming from the very upper part of the cavern and slowly walking its way down. There might be stairs.
Looks like there's a gate over there.
Over by the blue light?
Yes,
Do you think we can make it?
I think we have to make it.
Okay.
I'm going to bend down on one knee next to Chiron's body, lay a hand on him, have a moment of silence.
Okay.
Is there anything on his body that's like a symbol of our Ravni group or something?
You do see a bloodied silver chain with a 3-fingered talon. Just
I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my bag.
Do we have any specific ritual for the dead? Is it kind of our own beliefs?
It's kind of your own release. You go ahead and you open up the saddle pouches that Chiron had on his side. You reach in, you take the ammunition, the gold, and any other thing that you might need. You cover it up once again and stand up. And looking back towards the blue light, what do you want to do?
Should we take a short rest before our journey, or
Yeah.
do you think we should?
Last week you guys were talking about trying to do a long rest. I don't know if that was something we did or...
I don't know if I want to try to take a long rest in here, because I know that they're still around.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk him
But
coming up and being like, ooh, look at
I
that
think
god
we could
body.
do at least a short rest, though.
if you want to try a short rest, we can.
I think it'd put me off in a little bit of a better spot if I could roll some HP.
Okay. So, do you guys want to move to a different area, or do you want to just do it right here?
Depends how good the area we're in, I guess.
You guys are at the base of the cliff, but it is a little unsettling to be thinking about resting with...
Just move 10 feet away. Get a little bit of a fresh scenery.
Just out of sight.
Just out of sight.
Yeah, so after a little bit, you guys do see the oil that was set afire on the mound across from you finally does die away, and you are left in the dark except for what other light you have. You guys deciding it better to go ahead and move away from the dead body of your companion. You find a nice little spot to hunker down. You tend to your wounds. You eat whatever it is that you need to, if you're even able to manage to eat. Your nerves are shot and you're shaky, but you do complete a short rest.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Next time, can you try to not fall on us and explode?
Come on,
That
man.
was so bad.
One time. Can we really be talking about this while our friend is dead? Literally, like 20 feet away from us?
You must feel terrible, Ivan.
I do. Thanks for mentioning it.
If it helps, what happened and he is gone.
I know. It technically wasn't my fault, but
Technically?
I mean, I could have probably done more, honestly.
You did nothing?
don't want to talk about it. I was dying. Almost.
You look pretty good.
Hey, man. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just get out of the cave.
I
We'll
would
discuss it later.
I would like both of you to go ahead and roll me another perception check right now.
8.
Oh, I can reroll ones.
You can.
Oh my gosh.
14. It's a lot better than a nat 1.
It's funny because that's his passive, by the way, 14. You rolled a 10.
Oh, jeez. All right, so, Ivan, you're still really shook up, and the realization that you probably could have done something really haunts you, and you hang your head in shame. Kovdar, shaking your head at the situation, you turn back looking at where you've seen that figure. You see another figure that is moving back up the other side of the cavern, and you can just faintly hear the creaking sound of an iron gate open and shut.
Let's try to follow it, not too closely though.
Follow what?
Whatever those things are and where they're going.
I can't see shit.
Turn on your lights, Ivan.
That sounds terrible. Why would I
Then
do
you
that?
can see everything.
Yeah.
Then-
Yeah, I could.
Then don't complain. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to move towards the blue light. Okay. Do you want to move towards the blue light with lights on, or do you want to snuff out
Stealthily.
lights?
Stealthy.
Okay.
Turning off my lantern.
Okay.
Light it up, play some music, bumping.
Get,
All right.
get some battle music going.
You guys move 600, 700, 800 feet, trying to stay clear of the blue glow that illuminates some of these dead bodies that have fallen off of these piles and have fallen into the path of which you're trying to take. You guys do manage to get close enough that you can see these creatures with these cleavers dragging bags of limbs. They all seem to be moving in one direction, and it's towards the bottom of the stairs. I'd like you guys to go ahead and make me stealth checks with disadvantage.
15.
12.
Okay. You guys, it is hard to traverse these dead bodies as you tend to stumble on a couple of them, but you manage to catch yourself and try to stay as stealthy as you possibly can. These creatures don't even seem to notice your presence whatsoever. As you guys continue, you do notice this large pit where they take these bags and just toss the remnants of these bodies down into this pit. You notice a large staircase that leads down. I need you guys to make me another perception check.
13.
Yeah.
21.
You both move up to one side of this pit as you can see 5, 6 of these individuals emptying their bags. And you look, and you can see on a large stone altar the gigantic form of the biggest creature that you've ever seen. You've heard of giants being 20 feet tall. This thing is massive. It is made and stitched together by flesh and pieces of bodies. You can see this rib cage that is still unfinished. A huge blue flame that makes that is beating in the inside of the chest of this titan. You see a 4-armed individual, its long arms reaching and stretching and grabbing pieces of these bodies, peeling the skin from legs, arms, and torsos, and a thin blue sewing string that he is using to weave and sew on these pieces. You guys notice one other form. A familiar form. A gangly-like creature. Its face sunken in, but able to part in 4 different sections. This is the creature that you fought back in the village. You watch it as it moves up. This flesh weaver reaching over and with one hand grasping the air in front of the creature. You watch the creature shudder and jerk, its maw opening up and a blue light coming out from its throat. It floats to the weaver's hand and he puts it towards a pouch on his side, and you see him pull a thin string from that pouch and begin sewing once again. You guys do notice on the far side a staircase leading up. It looks like you could stealth on the other side of this titan and most likely get away, or you could try to fight.
God, I want to kill it, but like, I don't know what our chances are.
We will come back, Ivan.
But then, by the time we come back, that thing will be finished.
Well, it depends if you want to die today or not. We are weakened and one less.
Let's just get out of here then.
Okay. You guys wishing to stealth around the Titan and make your way up the stairs? I need stealth checks with disadvantage from both of you.
8.
19.
You guys make your way around the edge of the pit, finding a decent way down. Kovdar, as you're moving around, you get too close to the edge, and your foot slides out from under you as a section of the floor gives way. You manage to just tuck and roll and move closer to one of these mounds of bodies. Ivan, you just blend in the best you can, but both of you notice this weaver turn and look towards your direction. You wait a little bit. He still seems to stare, to look around, trying to peer into the veil of the darkness that makes up this area. Eventually, he just turns back and goes right back to weaving. Your roll is what saved that.
Thank God.
You guys continue your way down and quietly make your way down the other side. You dart to the back of this titan. Free of the sight of many of these creatures, you hurriedly dash on the opposite side of this titan towards these stairs. But as you guys get close, you do notice one of these 3-armed creatures and another one of these soul collectors are moving towards you. I need both of you to make a stealth check.
Disadvantage or not?
I'll say you guys are comfortable enough that you guys will be a straight roll. You guys can pretty much hide within the folds of this titan.
Natural 20.
11.
Kovdar, as you are taking the lead, you hurry forward. You guys manage to get towards the feet of this undead titan. You peer around the edge of this stone altar on which it's being built on, and you notice 2 figures moving towards you. You put an arm up and just grab Ivan and toss him up towards the titan. You jump up and hug, try to get underneath the body the best that you can. These figures pass both of you. The Disemborium manages to scale the cliff or the pit on the one side and disappear. The Soul Collector shifting back into the ethereal plane and disappearing in front of you. You guys wait 2 or 3 minutes. There are no sounds, and there doesn't seem to be anything going on. You guys quietly hop down and dash your way across. You reach the bottom of the stairs. As you guys look at the stairs, they have been carved from the stone of this wall, but you can see some of the stones have been weathered and are cracked. It looks like it could be dangerous to climb up. You do see a couple of blood spots of where something has been dragged down. Do you wish to climb?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Gritting yourself for what might happen, you guys do notice several of these blood spots that are on here that make the surface of this rock very slippery. You manage to easily pass by it and make your way all the way to the gate. What do you want to do?
Take some WD-40 on that gate. And then slide on through.
At this time, I would like both of you to go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Thank
God.
7.
So, Ivan, you're behind Kovdar as you're going up here. And Kovdar is trying his best to try to figure out how to get past this iron gate without announcing your guys' location to everything that is in this pit. But just past the gate, you notice a spiral staircase that goes up. And you can hear a slight tinging sound, as if somebody is hitting something, a metallic sound of a hammer hitting metal.
And that's... He hears that up the staircase?
Up the staircase.
There's some hammer noises upstairs. So I'd get prepared for a fight if we go up.
I'm always prepared for a fight.
Okay. What are the chances of opening a gate stealthily?
I mean, you could try.
I do know that it creaked quite a bit, right?
Mm-hmm. You do notice that there is a keyhole in this gate as well.
Oh, it's locked.
Is it like a door gate, or can we climb over it?
So it is a door gate. So it's framed out, and then it's got iron bars that go across the middle with 3 middle sections to help support it. And one of those, like the middle section, has a lock and a keyhole on the one side.
I do have thieves' tools.
Okay.
I'm going to try to pick it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
I need to prepare to run.
Dirty 20.
All right. The mechanism, the door doesn't seem to be well taken care of. You can see where the rust has actually built up and has turned most of the door the rusty color. You can see blood that has been drug along the bottom of this door. But the mechanism itself seems fairly maintained. You take out your thieves' tools and swiftly and deftly unlock the door with just this subtle click.
I could use some of the oil from my lantern for the hinges.
Okay. That might be a good move. Or else we might be running for our lives up the stairs.
Don't you have to work that into the door?
I'm going to just do the best I can. I'm going to use all the oil I have left
Okay.
on the hinges.
Okay. So you, taking out your lantern, you pop the top of it and you just gently pour a couple of drops on both of the hinges. You let it soak in just a little bit before continuing putting more in, trying not to waste as much of this oil as you possibly can. It looks lubricated.
I'll slowly open it.
It's
Okay.
a magical enchantment to
The door's always squeaking.
Always squeak.
I would like you to go ahead and roll me one more stealth check with advantage.
Everyone?
No, not you.
Okay.
12.
Okay. The door still creaks, and just as it starts, you stop. You just gently wiggle the door, trying to make sure that oil seeps in, and just gently continue to open it. It still makes a subtle screeching sound, but you get it. You don't open it all the way. You just open it enough that you can fit through. You're on the other side. You follow?
Yo, yeah.
Okay. Are you going to leave the gate open, or are you going to shut it?
I don't think I would be too worried about it. I would just keep going.
Just keep going?
Just want to get out of here fast as we can.
Okay. The stairs are long, and they coil and spiral for, well, you figure probably 200, 300 feet. The tinging sound that you heard, Ivan, now becomes prominent as it rings in your ear as you continue up the staircase. Eventually, you see a wooden door. It looks fairly new, but you can see blood prints on this side of the door and a dim light coming from the other side.
Is it the only way?
It is the only way.
I guess I'd want to peek inside.
Okay. So,
Or Kovdar peek inside, I don't know.
well, it's so the staircase is wide enough, so you can move around him. So do you want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, sure. If he's not doing anything.
Okay. So this does not have a lock on it.
Okay.
So you can just push on the door to open it. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
That was almost bad. 19.
19. You gently push open the door. This one being more well maintained than the last one. It opens up without a sound. You see two individuals with bladed armor. They are humanoids, but their jaws hang low. You see an elongated tongue hanging out from one side, a menacing stare on their face as they watch. Both of these individuals watch one as he continues to smith something on an anvil. What do you wish to do?
I looked at Kovdar and tell him what I see and see what he thinks.
At this point, Paul, I would like you to make me a perception check.
9.
You are still too caught up in the making of a new weapon. You are trying to make sure that you build this weapon the same way you have all of the others. And it's hard to do, but you've been able to manage it. What do you two wish to do?
So, just so you know, the man you're looking at, 6 foot tall, fairly wide built, looks fairly strong, white skin coated in black ash and soot.
And sweat.
Sweat.
Just to clarify, does he look like he's being held against his will?
You guys do see a manacle that is tied around his neck and a thick chain that is tied to the center of the room itself that hangs down from the ceiling. You do notice both of his feet are chained together. The only thing that is not chained are his hands, and you figure that is because he needs those to work.
Do either of your characters know anything about smithing?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we save him? Possibly? I don't know how strong these things are.
Can we get around them?
So to give you a better idea what you're looking at, so it is an elongated room.
Mm-hmm.
You do see several pieces of the same armor that the other two, I'm just going to call them, they're ghouls, is what they are. These armored ghouls, you see two other stands by them that have the exact same armor. You see several different swords hanging on the wall next to them. The forge on which he is working at is at the very end of this room. And as you turn and look straight in front of you, if you open up the door more, you can see another staircase that leads up.
So there's no way to get around unless we fight, basically.
Yeah, you basically have to go into this room to be able to continue up.
Yeah, there's no way around.
Then we will kill them.
Okay.
So you said my feet are chained.
Yes.
So are the manacles? Is it tight? How? Elaborate.
So the
Am I?
the bands on which are wrapped around you are actually magically sealed around your neck.
Okay. Same with the feet.
Same with the feet. Like there's no lock, there is no bolt, there's no rivet. It is just a metal band that is just wrapped tightly around your neck.
Have I ever tried to break these?
You've been unsuccessful.
Okay.
Good. So I would like to open the door more and chuck my trident
Okay, at the first school.
at the first school I see.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
18.
So 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
Okay, so you take careful aim, bring your trident up right behind you. You take one step forward and just throw your trident. It flies straight, and with such force, you actually pin the creature to the wall. What is your damage?
10.
Okay, so you do 10 damage to the creature, impaling it towards the wall. The other one turns, looking towards you guys as you guys burst in to the room. I need everyone to roll me initiatives.
Come on, man.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, that was so fucking cool.
All right.
I pinned it to the wall. And doesn't get a turn.
Ivan.
Nat 1.
Oh my gosh. You're just like, that actually worked.
He's been to the wall. Wow.
Govdar.
4.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yes.
19.
Good job.
Okay, so Ivan, you take the step forward, throwing the trident forward and impaling this creature, just at least one of its arms, to the wall. It looks down and then looks back, and then hear the snarl come out of it. Its companion turns and rushes forward. Kovdar, you burst through the door. It's your turn.
I'm going to hit him real hard. 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
9 damage.
Okay. Nice. Alright, so Kovdar, you burst through the door. This other ghoul, drawing a sword out and rushes forward. You just reach out and bat the arm away as it tries to bring its sword down. You take one-handing your axe and just jam it into the side of this creature. You actually see the armor that this creature is wearing actually start to come apart from the sheer force that you've put behind it. All right, so that is both of your surprise rounds. So we're going to go back to the top. Monster is going to rip its hand out of your grasp and is just going to try to jab its sword into your chest. Or is it? What's it going to do here? So as you're still holding on to its hand that has the weapon, its jaw almost unhinges. As it reaches forward, it's going to try to bite you. That is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. You take 14 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course I 16.
That's a save. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
2 of them.
Yup.
So much better.
Okay. Good. Because that could be gnarly. Yeah, this thing has 2 saves when it bites. It's going to reach forward and get a hold of your shoulder. You can feel its needle-like teeth digging deep into your shoulder. It brings its other hand up and just tries to rake across your face. That is going to be a natural 1.
Ha!
So as it reaches up trying to get a hold of you, you just take your other hand and just grab it and pull it away. You have an opportunity attack.
Sweet. 10.
10 to hit?
Yes.
Would you roll like a 2?
3.
Okay. So the creature, you can feel it shift and see its arm coming for the side of your face. You just bring up your other hand and just bat it away. You kick the creature back and try to bring your axe down two-handed onto this creature's clavicle. But it dodges just out of the way just in time. Your axe actually sparks off of the stone-carved ground. That is that monster's turn. The other one is going to make a strength check to... Go ahead, Ivan, roll me a strength check.
Saving throw?
No, just a check.
This is for how solid the impalement is.
17.
17. Okay. The creature, seeing that another individual has come in and has started attacking, it tries to walk forward but is pulled back from the trident that is now holding its weapon on him. It tries to fight against it, trying to pull the trident out of the wall. It's unsuccessful.
That's like King Arthur's sword. Only the chosen one can pull it out of the stone. Me coming up to it.
Come on. You're embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing me.
All right. Paul, 2 individuals have busted into the room and have started attacking the ghouls that have been guarding over you for over a year. What do you wish to do?
First off, I'm assuming they're recognizably talons.
They're moving too quick. You're uncertain of what they might be, but you do know that they are human,
Oh, hold on.
and they're not allowed to be here.
You're humanoid.
Humanoid,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
humanoid.
More importantly, you're attacking the guards, which is good. So I'm going to go for the weapon that I hid
Okay.
so expertly. I will pull it out of a stack of metal, that like scrap metal.
Okay.
Reach in and pull out a sword.
Okay.
Does that take an action, or I think I can do that with a bonus action, right?
I will give you a bonus action to do that.
And I will. Am I able to walk easily?
So you have half movement.
Okay.
So the room is about 20 feet.
Okay.
You have half movement right now, but you're about 15 feet from where the ghouls have started attacking these individuals.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure you can reach them.
Now, can I get on the other side of the ghoul that he is
Yes,
engaged with?
easily. The back of
That
the ghoul,
Kogar is
yeah, the
engaged with.
back of the ghoul is right in front of you.
And does that put me in range of the other ghoul to attack me?
So the room is about 10 foot wide. So I'm going to say no. This ghoul is more towards the side of the wall, and
Okay.
this one is stuck to
So
the wall.
seeing that one's stuck to the wall, I'm going to flank the one that Kovdar is engaged with, and I will make my round of attacks with it.
Okay.
So we're doing advantage on flanking, right? Or-
Advantage on front flanking, yep.
So 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. So it takes 8 radiant damage,
Okay.
13 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then I will make another attack on it.
Okay.
And don't forget if it is at any point by my attack put 225 or lower HP, it has to make a wisdom save.
Okay, no.
Good thing we have advantage. Okay, wow, that was great. Oh, wait, that adds... Okay, yeah, so that might... A 14?
14 misses. All right, so you reach for the weapon that you have stowed and hid away from all of the creatures that have come through here. You grab it, brandishing it. Instead of running towards the creature, you just 2-foot hop, jumping 10 feet towards this monster. You, two-handing your sword, you jab it into the chest of this creature and actually partially pick the monster up. As it wiggles and screeches out in pain, you pull the blade from it and go to make another attack, but the creature ducks your swing as it comes just over it. Kovdar, you actually have to take a step back as this beautifully fine and honed blade cuts right in front of you. Monster's gonna go. So the one that is attacking you guys is going to come up, spin on its ankle, and pull its sword right in an arc right in front of you, and is going to try to hit you, Paul.
Okay. And I do have a second question. Is it using... Is it its armor and weapon stuff that I crafted? Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
You take 13 points of slashing damage as it cuts across the front of you. It is going to continue its arc and is going to make an attack against you, Kovdar. It's not rolling low enough. That is a 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
You also take 13 points of slashing damage. Okay, that's that creature's turn. The other one is going to try to pull itself from this stupid wall.
Stay stuck. Stay stuck. Stay stuck. The chosen one can only pull out the Triton.
So, I can roll above a 10 for this creature to attack. But when it comes to strength, I can't roll over a freaking 5. Alright, this creature is now putting a foot up against the wall, its wrist still being impaled into the wall. It's trying to just tug this trident. It's not moving. It is just stuck in there.
At what point is it going to lose its arm?
See, I just put all my concentration in getting that trident stuck there. Took a lot out of me, and it just had to rest a turn.
Your blood pressure got a little too high.
Steam was coming out of your ears. Kovdar, it is your turn.
I'm going to attack the same one that Paul was attacking. 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, I have Great Weapon Master.
Yes.
Great Weapon Fighting Style.
Yes.
Yes.
Good thing, too.
One better.
You can reroll ones or twos. Does it specify you have to take the save?
So that is 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. This creature spins around on its ankle. You actually take a slight cut across your abs. Seeing your opportunity, you just drop your axe once again on the top of this creature. It tries to double back, trying to dodge from this attack, but you hit it square in the chest. Though the axe doesn't dig in very deep, you actually watch as the plates that make up this creature's armor just fall to the ground. It now does not have any armor.
All right.
Looks like your armor is not as sturdy.
I say nothing. I just smile.
Okay, so Ivan, buddy, that was a nat 1. You are confused at the situation. You are excited. The fact that you have impaled this creature, and you are almost on the brink of laughing watching this creature frantically trying to pull your trident from the wall. But you also notice another individual that has drawn a magnificent blade and is now starting attacking the ghouls with you. You're uncertain of what to do.
And your turn's over. It's okay, you did enough.
All right.
You basically incapacitated an entire ghoul by yourself.
This is true. All right, monster's going to go. It is going to jump back forward. Kovdar, it is going to once again try to bite you. Once again, I could roll over a frickin' 12 or a frickin' 10. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
I need 2 Constitution saving throws from you.
Dirty 20. 12 for the second one.
Ooh, okay. You take 16 points of piercing damage as this creature bites you on the other edge, or on the other side of your shoulder. It actually seems to pull a chunk out from your shoulder itself. You feel a force invade you, a toxin try to feel your body. You can feel your arm trying to stiffen up, but wheel your arm to continue to move. But you feel another presence. This one going straight for your heart. Okay. That is that creature's turn. It is going to...
It doesn't sound very good.
Why didn't you save against the one going for your heart?
Unlucky.
You are diseased, my friend. Okay, so the creature, after ripping a chunk out of your shoulder, is going to turn around and make a claw attack against Paul. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
22.
Oh, that actually misses.
I bet.
Yeah, that hits.
With my advanced armor.
I'm not wearing armor.
Oh, that's a problem.
You take 18 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. 2 Constitution saving throws.
Well, that's not good. So the first one was a nat 1.
Ooh.
The second one was a dirty 20.
Okay.
The disease one, probably.
You feel 3 fingers rake across your chest as it tears the leather apron that you've been using to work with, digging deep into your flesh. You feel a poison invade your muscles. Your muscles lock up. You are paralyzed.
Excellent.
Other monster's going to go. It is going to try to, once again, rip itself from this freaking wall.
He's not the chosen one. Yeah, he's not the chosen
What
one.
What was your strength? It
17.
was 17. That is close. It's a 12.
He's just not the
It's
chosen one.
It is screeching out. It is pissed off, and it is continuously trying to pull this trident from the wall, and it still cannot do it. All right,
Is that my turn?
Paul, it is your turn.
Do I get a save to be unparalyzed, or am I fucked?
You can make the save at the end of your turn, so you go ahead and make me a save.
21.
That's okay. You start to fall backwards from the paralysis, but you just will your body, taking this moment to finally be able to get your revenge. You force your foot to step behind you and I can't think of the name. Rewrite yourself, standing once again on both your feet with your magnificent weapon in hand, ready for the next attack. Okay, so that's going to be the end of your turn. Monster's going to go. It is going to come across, once again, Kovdar, you are getting 2 attacks with the sword as it noticed Paul getting paralyzed. That is a under 10 roll to hit you.
Yes.
So what that means is as it brings its sword across, you bring your axe up to meet it and deflect the sword. You actually hear a metallic ping as the hilt and blade come free of each other, and the blade goes flying across the room and into the pile of scrap metal. It looks at its handle and then looks back at you. That will end its turn because it is surprised that its weapon failed.
Sabotage, huh?
Okay. Other creature is going to see this, is going to see that you guys are absolutely destroying this other one, and it is now just going to just like try to pull this thing free.
Come on.
Disadvantage.
There we go. It pulls the trident free and spins it around and hucks it at Kovdar. Not being very familiar with a trident itself, it tries to throw it, and it does this really wobbly flight and just stabs the wall on the other side and then just slaps the ground falling down. That's going to be the end of its turn.
Yes.
Kovdar.
Alright, I'm going to attack the one in front of me and Paul. 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
I'm going to add on a trip attack. So I need strength save.
16.
DC's 15.
Okay, so it saves.
Yes. So it takes 17 damage. You know what? I'm going to add on a Divine Smite, my last spell slot.
Okay, go ahead.
19 radiant.
Kovdar, that was your turn. You tried to trip it. Ivan.
You
That
have
was
the
not
extra
your turn.
D8 for it
I
being
am
undead.
free from my restraints. What are the chances I can run over, grab my trident, light myself ablaze, and stick him into the wall again?
You can totally do that.
I will do all of that.
Okay. All right, you rush forward, seeing where your trident had landed after this creature fumbled trying to throw it at one of your compatriots. You grab it, igniting that inner fire inside of you, the phoenix once again roaring from your body and igniting your entire body and weapon on fire. You rush forward, two-hand, and jab it towards the creature. Roll me an attack hit.
Oh no.
It's pretty cocked.
11.
It's pretty cocked. I'm not gonna lie.
An 11.
Look at it. It wasn't done rolling.
Yeah, I seen that. Don't even. All right. You rush forward. The creature, just mad at the entire situation, had been pinned from this fight and unable to help its compatriot. You rush forward. It dodges as you just stick the wall right behind it. Is that all you can do?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. So, monster, looking at its hilt, is going to look back. It is going to toss its dismantled weapon to the side. Kovdar is coming at you with both attacks. Ooh, that is an 18. That is way over 18. That's like a 25 to hit. Let's do second attack as well. That's a 10. No, 11 to hit.
Miss on the second one.
I say it hits anyways.
I'm a DM, so it hit.
All right. It lunges forward. It's baring its teeth once again. It's actually going for your midsection this time, as both of your shoulders are bloody and the blood is dripping down. It gets a hold of you, biting deep right in the side. You take 26 points of piercing damage as it just two-hand and bites down and rips a huge section of your side out.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. You take a couple of steps back, falling down to the ground, realizing that you can actually see some of your innards starting to try to fall out. This creature tries to take a step forward, but hears Paul stand up behind him, bearing his weapon. It turns around. Second creature is going to draw its weapon and make an attack against Ivan. If a creature is within 5 feet of you, does it take fire damage, or is that only when you do
So if it attacks me,
It actually dies.
it dies. It insta dies. So when a creature is within 5 feet of 5 feet of you damages you, you can deal fire damage equal to 1d6.
Okay. So, you see this creature bearing its weapon. As it makes a swing across you, it actually strikes the walls. You take a step back. It takes a step forward and swings back across in front of you, but you just duck out of this way. Your trident poised beside you, ready to just uppercut this creature, to stab it right towards the throat. It missed both attacks. Paul, it is your turn.
All right, I will make an attack against the one that just downed
Okay.
Kovdar. First attack is a 22.
22 is a hit.
All right. Takes 10 radiant damage and 15 slashing damage. And then if it's at or below 25 HP, it has to make a wisdom save.
Not quite there.
I'll attack it again.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh my.
So it's probably dead, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, go for it. Roll your damage.
So that's 7 radiant damage, 2, 3, 4, 9 slashing damage, and then an extra 10, so 19 slashing damage total, and then
19 radiant.
7 plus 12, 19 radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then if it's at or below 25 health, it needs to make a wisdom save.
I don't think it's going to have to try to make a wisdom save. I'm pretty
if it's
sure.
not just dead, it makes a wisdom save.
Yeah, just the damage from the critical hit is enough.
Of course.
So,
It's gonna
Seeing-
disintegrate.
seeing that Kovdar is bleeding out, and this being your opportunity to finally get out of here, you actually put all of your force in behind your magically enchanted weapon. You just strike this creature across its body. You actually watch as a bright light comes from your sword, cutting this creature in half, and it just disintegrating in this light. The helmet and bits of the armor land at the feet of Paul.
Can I attempt to stabilize him with a bonus action?
No, I'll take an action to do that.
Then I will rage.
All right.
And I'll move up in between Kovdar and the monster, the ghoul that Ivan is fighting. So that, or if I can flank that creature, I'll do that. I'm not sure if it's possible, but
You still have full movement, don't you?
yeah, half because my legs are chained a bit.
Which
I
would
haven't
be
used any of my movement.
15 or 20 feet? 15 feet? Yeah, you can move around. You'll just barely make it.
I'll move to just behind the ghoul next to Ivan, and I will prepare for the next round.
All right. Feeling the victory that freedom is so close, you just rush up behind the next one, your sword poised from another attack. You can feel the burning hatred for the undead building inside of you. All right. So, monster is going to reach down and open its maw. It is going to try to make a bite attack against you, Ivan.
This thing really doesn't like you. You pinned it to a wall for like 4 of its turns. It's pissed.
That is a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
You take 22 points
Jesus.
of piercing damage as it bites down on your pumpkin face.
Are you immune to diseases?
No.
I need 2 Constitution saving throws from you.
That's my best stat. 11. 15.
Okay.
16. Sorry.
You feel a poison, a venom, go into your veins. Your body locks up. You are unable to move.
But you're not diseased.
But I'm not diseased.
The creature is going to stand back and is now going to try to rake your face.
Oh,
Does it take any fire damage from him?
Oh, it does take
Oh, it
fire
does.
damage.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it literally just bit a fire, honestly.
Yeah. It did.
2
Okay.
fire damage.
Okay. Second attack is made with advantage.
I'm ready to explode on him.
It needs more than just advantage. I rolled a 5 and a 6 for the
Damn
second attack.
it.
So,
You okay?
I could have died.
all right. You
That
actually,
wouldn't have been good for me or Cobra.
Not good for you guys, but been cool.
God, you're just a walking time bomb. That's all you are.
It would have been cool.
You feel the venom lock your vines. You are unable to move, and you actually fall as the monster releases. As it tries to reach forward and rake your face, you actually fall faster than it swings as the attack just misses you, and you can hear the whoosh as the claws just barely miss your face.
All part of my plan.
Thank goodness your turn's before my next turn. Break out of that paralysis, please. Please.
So, monster
I'd appreciate it.
Kovdar, I need a death saving throw.
Everything's fine. Do not.
3.
That is a fail, my friend.
What are the chances?
Ivan.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's just a regular 16. I don't know what I'm rolling to break out of the paralysis.
I believe it's cons.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
21.
21. All right. You fall back, but your arms finally get free of the lock, and you put them behind you. You're finally able to move again, but the creature is still in front of you. You still have the fire on you, but this creature is now standing before you, a weapon held high above its head. So, Ivan, that was your turn. Monster's going to go. It is going to bring its sword down on you.
Good thing you're not paralyzed anymore.
Good thing I'm a god.
Oh, yeah. He's going to explode and kill us all. Prepare for your second 2. If he kills you, he dies.
No.
Oh my god.
If he kills you, you blow up. He gets 2 death save fails.
Oh.
My fire only hurts my enemies.
That would be wonderful. That would be so wonderful.
That is a 10 to hit.
Woo! You almost hit me.
You actually scramble back as a sword just cuts right in front and lands right between your legs. It is going to just try to stab forward with the blade.
Did the sword strike the floor?
Yes, it did. Fair point. As it strikes the floor, you actually hear a metallic ping as the blade comes free of the handle and falls to the floor. The creature is now only holding just the handle of the weapon.
Not very solid craftsmanship. Would you say so myself?
That is going to be the monster's turn.
I smile at him.
Fall.
Perfect. I will attack it.
Let's not lose another player, please.
Dirty 20 on the first.
That's a hit.
7 radiant damage and 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I will strike at it again.
Okay.
That's over 26 to hit.
Okay.
And 7 radiant damage and 13 slashing damage.
Okay. You seeing this creature has the advantage on this other individual, you actually step forward and jab your sword through the chest of this one. Once again, you pull the blade back out and then make a cut across the back of this creature. It stumbles forward from its confusion and your attack. It's a massive amount of damage, but it's still up.
Yeah. And then with my next bonus action, since I am already raging, I am going to go ahead and give myself, it'll be 5 plus 5. It'll be 10 temporary health.
Okay. Monster's gonna go. It is going to turn around, and it is going to try to make a bite attack against you, Paul.
Okay.
If that is your real name.
If that is your real name. That is a 13 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay. It's going to rake across, try to get you with the claw. There's another 13 to hit.
Thank God.
So the creature turning around, trying to retaliate against the sneak attack that you just gave it. It reaches forward. You can hear the hollow chomp as the creature tries to bite you with its teeth. It then takes a step forward and tries to rake you with its claw. You just keep stepping back, stretching your chain to almost its maximum distance, pulling tight between your legs as you're trying to keep pace with this creature. Kovdar.
Praise be the God. Arise once again for your followers.
Second fail.
Oh no.
No. You can't do this to me. Use your godly powers.
Ivan, it is your turn. You see this creature turn around and start attacking the blacksmith, but you notice a very large blood puddle coming from Kovdar. He is going pale.
He's a lost guy.
What are you going to do? Help the guy that you just met or help your best friend?
Of course I'm going to help my best friend.
Well, yeah, since you don't
Best
have
friend.
your other best friend.
Yeah. He was worthless anyway.
He turns and attacks. It's not technically my fault.
Technically, not my fault.
I love that. You just, technically?
Technically, I could have done more. Did I? No. Yeah, I'll run over and try to help and prevent him from dying and bleeding out.
All right, Ivan, you do you turn off your fire?
Yeah, I gotta.
You've gotta. You seeing your compatriot bleeding out on the floor. You let the phoenix fire dissolve.
Maybe I could cauterize his
Yeah, you would cauterize his wounds to death.
to death. But seeing your compatriot bleeding on the floor, you just hands and knees just rush over to him, letting the phoenix fire dissolve from your body. You rush over, pulling from a pack, getting any kind of bandages that you possibly can, and just start stuffing them where you can to help stop the bleeding. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
God, that's a fucking wisdom. That's bullshit.
Come on, you're the best. You're the most wisest person ever.
I'm the wisest person in the world. Ooh, 15.
15. You are now stable.
Thank God.
You manage to quickly get whatever kind of rags and first aid that you can, putting it into the side where most of his blood is draining out. You stop the bleeding, and he looks like he's starting to recover.
I would love to see what your next death save would have been. Oh, hey.
Pass.
That was good.
Okay, so with that, Ivan, monster's gonna go. It's gonna make a bite and a claw attack against you, Paul.
Sorry, Paul, I left you alone. But if you die, I won't feel bad.
You don't even know my name's Paul.
You just look like a Paul.
I actually have a name tag on.
All right, that is going to be a 22 to hit.
That's it.
Okay, so this is a bite.
Okay.
That is 11 points of piercing damage.
So is that 5 or 6 halved?
So round up, so it'll be 6.
6. So I still have 4 temp health.
Yeah, that was 2 1s and a 5 on its attack.
Since it didn't pierce my temporary health, do I still have to make that con save?
No,
Nice.
the barrier that you have built up around you, you can feel the teeth trying to punch through this almost like a membrane that you've now encased yourself in. But the bite is not able to get through. It is going to bring a claw up towards your face and try to rake down your body. That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is 20 points of slashing damage.
So 10. So dirty 20 on the first save. Nat 1 on the second. Excellent. That's what I needed. Was a nat 1. I'm diseased? Is that what happens?
You are diseased. This time, the creature lunges forward, both its hands grabbing you by the side, bites down on your clavicle, but the membrane actually stops the bite from getting to you. But it brings a claw up and actually reaches past the membrane and tears it away from you and rakes down the front of your body. Paul, it is your turn.
Yeah, it is. I will make an attack. 18.
That is a hit. That is enough. There we go.
So this will do 3 radiant damage. That's sad. 16 slashing damage. I realized last time I forgot to add rage to that, but it's too late. But this is 16 slashing and 3 radiant for the first attack.
Okay.
Is it below or at 25?
Still more.
Again an 18.
That's a hit.
So 7 radiant damage and 12 slashing damage.
Okay, this time you actually shove the creature off of you as it has to take a couple steps back. You take your first attack. You're not actually trying to hit the creature itself. You're actually going for the weak parts of the armor that you have built in. You actually cut across just one of the shoulders. You actually see the leather that binds the metal plates together actually separate and start to hang. You bring your sword back around, attacking the other shoulder. You cut deeply into this creature on both sides and watch as the armor that you have created for these creatures falls to its feet. Creature's gonna go. It is going to once again try to bite you. So that is what is a 6 plus 7? That's a 13.
That's a miss.
That's a 13 to hit. It is going to try to rake you again. That is a 15.
That misses as
to
well.
hit. Nice. All right. Once again, the monster tries to lunge after you, trying to just attack you with whatever it can get a hold of, but you just keep pace with it, stepping back with each lunge of the creature. So, Kovdar, I'm going to remove you from the initiative unless you get healed. Ivan.
Yes. Now that my friend is fine, probably, I will run back into combat and stab this thing. I'm guessing behind the back.
You're flanking it now.
I'm flanking.
Advantage.
I probably didn't need it.
Nat 20.
So 23.
All right, you rush forward, your trident poised, ready to try to pin this thing once again.
12 damage.
Okay. I'm going back to the top. It is going to be monster's turn. Paul, it's going to try to come after you again. It is angry at you. It's a 3 plus 7, 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
That's a nat 20.
That's sad. Thank God I take half damage. So it's regular damage.
As it bites towards you once again, this time your chain pulls tightly, too quick, and you actually start to fall back as the creature just pounces on top of you. It might have missed the bite, but now it's got you. It takes both of its hands and reaches down, grabs your chest area, and tries to pull your chest apart. You take 48 points of slashing damage.
24. Nat 20 on the first one.
Nice.
Ooh.
10 on the second.
Diseased twice.
I'm very diseased.
Well,
Do I have to make the second one now? I'm already diseased.
You're already diseased. You don't have to make the second one, but you
God the nat
do
20 was on
manage.
the
Yeah,
first
you
one.
you can feel the paralysis trying to take over you once again, but you've being used to the sensation now, are actually able to fight back. But this creature is laying on top of you. Its claws just starting to reach in and just tear chunks of meat from your chest. It is now your turn.
And we're 18 on the first one.
That's a hit.
So it'll take 3 radiant damage and 17 slashing damage. And if it's at or below,
Just no.
Damn it.
It's almost. It's almost.
I'll make the second attack against it. I have advantage, and I didn't roll it last time. Nat 20.
Nice.
No.
I'm never gonna get to have it die by
what
its
is
own hand.
what is the critical? What's the critical damage?
12, 22.
22 is just the critical. Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Oh shit! It might die if I roll low. 5 radiant. Of course I didn't roll low. 5 radiant damage. And you already marked the 22, right?
Yep.
So 5 radiant, 18 slashing damage.
And that's enough to kill it. You feel this creature sitting on top of you, raking across your chest. You actually bring your sword across and cut it across both arms and chest. It staggers back. You get up and just lunge forward, putting all of your rage and hate once again behind the blade. The flash of your sword ignites once again. The creature is disintegrated as once again just pieces of armor land and hit the floor around you. You are out of combat.
Just, I shove it off me.
This might be a bad time to introduce, but my name's Ivan.
Paul.
Nice to meet you. Do you by chance have a way to heal my friend over here? He seems to be a little hurt.
I'm afraid not.
So what brings you down into the pits of hell?
It's a long story.
I get it.
All right. You guys putting down both of the iron ghouls. You guys gather what you can. But Paul, you know of another issue, and it could be coming down at any time.
Is there a way that I can... So I'm going to refashion the armor onto these... They're disintegrated. Fuck.
The armor is still there.
Yeah, but the actual bodies of the... Are there any bodies lying around?
No, there are mannequins.
Perfect. I'm going to put 2 mannequins where the guards usually stand.
Okay.
I am going to put the armor on them and refashion it on so it looks like it's functioning again. Put the swords back together and put them in the hilts. I'm going to tell you two to hide.
What the hell are you doing?
There's another banshee that tends to fly through here.
And you think
You're
2
unconscious.
mannequins?
She might not pay attention. All they do is stand there. There's a good chance she doesn't notice.
Is there any good places to hide?
There is no good places to hide. Just to give you a little bit better idea of what it is you're dealing with. So there are 2 doors. There's the door where you came up, and then there's a door that's straight across from it that has another staircase going up. There is a large forge on the other end with a fairly large chimney.
I'm going to actually go to the stairs, wherever she would usually pass through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make if I can, a perception check to see if I can hear if she might be coming. I do currently, since a minute has not yet passed, I would still have my beast sense active going.
Okay.
Which would give me advantage on it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
So 19, or no, yeah, 19.
Okay. You do not hear anything. So either she is still preoccupied with some of her other duties, or she is too quiet for you to be able to hear. But you're pretty sure it's the former. But You open the door to try to listen. Kovdar is unconscious, not bleeding out anymore, but unable to move. Ivan, you are still worried about what can happen to you guys. You are unfamiliar with this area, but you have picked up another companion that hopefully can get you out. But we'll have to wait until next week to see what happens. See you then. The TastyDoom podcast is an unofficial fan content permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portion of the material used is property of Wizards of the Coast, Wizards of the Coast, LLC. Music is by Epidemic Sound. If you have questions, concerns, advice, or ideas that you'd like to tell us about, then feel free to email us at tastydoom.podcast@outlook.com. If you've liked our content, then feel free to join us on Twitter at tasty_doom. And remember to stay tasty.